You're welcome.
Hello. Welcome to Kill the Bottle Podcast. Eddie Zamora, aka the Yum Yum Foodie. As you can see, Megan is always so gracious. I don't know what she's saying. You're welcome for, maybe for recording the. I really don't know. But yeah, sure. Good. Thank you, Megan, for that.
You're welcome.
Megan has the Princess Leia cinnamon rolls on the side of her head. Look.
Curling my hair. Just curling my hair.
Oh, you're curling your hair for what?
I have no idea.
Oh, okay. I don't know if you had something special coming up. You're like, I'm gonna go and curl this hair, get this hair curl action going.
I don't know if it's ready.
Look at those things.
It's gonna be curly.
You're like Dorothy. Oh, not anymore. Okay, no, forget that. She was Dorothy for a second. So Megan, I know it's almost the beginning of football season. How was your fantasy draft?
It was good.
Last time I saw you. Yeah.
I did two because I'm doing one at Elbow Room in Hollywood, and
Okay.
I got first pick in that one, and we did
I
it
got
on
first pick in
paper.
mine. Oy,
You did?
hey, no way.
Yeah, we did it
Yeah.
on paper. We weren't supposed to be using any computers, so I had to print out like a cheat sheet, and like we had to keep track of who was picking who because it wasn't on a computer. And
Oh man.
if you picked someone that was already chosen, like you had to take a shot, and
How
we
was
played beer
were you
pong
guys
to see who went first.
were you guys timing it? Is that how like timing each pick
Yeah,
or
everyone had 2 minutes each pick.
okay, yeah,
Took a long time.
I think my draft is a minute, or yeah, I think my draft was a minute, and I was the first pick too. And in I don't know how many years I've been doing this, been a long time.
Hmm.
I got the first pick for the first time,
Me
and I
too.
didn't know what to do with myself because I'm a happier person picking like right in the middle because
Hmm.
my draft is what they call a snake draft.
Yeah, us
So
too.
yeah, so I'm always getting to pick in the middle. Sorry, guys, this is not food talk for a hot second, but it was. So we'll see what the results are because I went full for the first time ever. And I probably won't do this again, but I was like, fuck it, I'm gonna try this experiment. I went full ChatGPT with my picks.
Oh no. Of course
Yeah,
you did.
I went
Don't
full
tell people that. People are
ChatGPT.
gonna hate you for that. You're gonna
Oh,
get
I
some
don't give a
hate.
shit. I don't give a shit. In my group, nobody fucking cares. But so many of them weren't even there. They were all auto picked. So and they didn't even preset their players. They were too lazy. So
Wow.
you know what? I said I'm gonna experiment. I'm gonna try because my problem is I pick too many players from my team, and then I get very sad. So I only happen to have one player from my team this year on my roster, and it just so happens to be that the like it gave me the option. Like ChatGPT didn't pick every player, obviously, but it said based on your current roster, you probably want to look for this, and this. And my biggest use for it, honestly, was not accidentally having too many people on the same bye week where all these people aren't playing. So I
Hmm.
really asked ChatGPT to help me build a roster where I don't have like a week where nobody's playing. So
Yeah.
anyway, that helped tremendously. So
Who was your
and
first pick then?
Jamar Chase, wide
Oh,
receiver, Cincinnati
really?
Bengals. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I did
big year.
Saquon.
I mean, yeah, Saquon
He
was
was.
the second or third pick. So,
Hmm. I wanted
yeah,
Saquon, and then I got Denver's uh, defense. So I do have at
nice.
least Denver, but that was the only Bronco I got. Broncos
I ended
player.
up with the Bills defense, which I fucking hate the Bills. So part of me is like going to be happy when I get negative points because that means a lot of people score on the Bills. So it's my own masochistic torture that I'm going to do that. But whatever, is there a team you truly despise?
Yeah,
What team?
the Raiders and Kansas City. If you come from Colorado, you hate Kansas City anyways. So, but the
But
Raiders, those fans are always dicks.
well,
I
yeah, I
dated a
mean,
meth head that was a Raiders fan.
yeah, the meth head part didn't make him the dick. It was the Raiders fan part. Actually, that
Yeah.
made him a complete asshole.
A
Um,
lot of things made him a complete asshole.
speaking of Kansas City, there's an official coupling of your boy Travis and Taylor Swift.
Yep,
What are your
it
what are your
happened.
thoughts on this?
What it happened. It was
It was
going to
inevitable.
happen. It was
Yeah,
going to happen. That divorce album is going to be great.
yeah, yeah. It's gonna be a solid. I don't know. I'm like I'd love to see people happy,
Yeah, she's
and if
happy that she found the one. It gives you hope. It gives me
and
hope
if
that maybe I just have to hold out a little bit.
And if these, and if people on that level of fame can keep it together and make it work, that's great. Rock, because he's pretty close to retiring, if not, this being his last hurrah. And him
Oh
and
my
his brother
God.
have that successful podcast. So you know what? Good for him. Good for him. I got no bad juju. But at what point are people just going to be tired of the like? Is it going to be the thing again where now they're panning the camera to her up in the booth and trying to see the ring and all that bullshit? Is that really
Yeah.
what it's going to be?
Yeah, of course it's going to be that. What do you think they're going to show? That I mean, they got a whole new audience added to even a giant audience already because of her. So I mean, I think that they're solid. I think she's very 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 smart. I think that she knows she annoys football fans and she's fine with it. you know. But I
Yeah,
like seeing her. I'm excited to see her at the games. But the wedding's going to be the big talk and. It is what it is. I think they're really good at sharing power together, where it's like when whose turn is whose. Like when she was talking about when he won, like one of the championships. Like his mom was like, "All right, we're going down the field," and she was like, "No, no, 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 I'm not. I'm not going down the field." And it's kind of like because she didn't want to, it's his show. She didn't want to steal
yeah,
it, and she then said something along the lines of, your mom was right. And he's like, I absolutely wanted to share that moment with you. And that's when, I feel like it's not
yeah,
about his moment. It was about how they wanted to celebrate it together. So I don't know. You're welcome.
yeah. I
But
think
that's
so. I'm waiting for their gender reveal party. That's going to be the big one for me is their gender
it's
reveal.
gonna
But
be an album.
I'm hoping that they just reveal the Epstein files. That's really all I want them to reveal. I don't fucking care. I just the amount of like TV and distractions that have been popping up lately to like get people to not talk about the Epstein files is mind-boggling to me. So anyway, that's neither here nor there, but it is it's cracking me up at this point.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, with all of the sour and bad things that must have happened within that place. Anyway, um, speaking of sour things, I'm just kidding because it's not sour, but it. I was at my favorite store, which you bought me a T-shirt from Costco, so we all know my favorite store. I was at Costco, and Costco already
Drink.
had Christmas stuff out. Like Costco already had. By the way, it is called Kill the Bottle Podcast. I am not drinking because it's a little earlier in the day today,
Me
and
too.
I'm drinking a latte that I made here with
Me too.
My Walter Mercado mug from my Aquarius horoscope mug from the famed Walter Mercado.
Wow.
I know.
Wow.
Hmm.
I'm drinking coffee as well, and espresso. But big news. I've finally read in the newspaper, all the TV shows that are coming out in the
Yeah.
fall. And guess whose show was mentioned?
Stranger Things? No, who?
No. We interviewed him, Greg White, Quick Cope White.
Oh yes, that's right. I've been watching it on his socials too. That he's just been going to town sharing all this great stuff. So yeah, congrats to Greg Wright for the Pink Marine.
Yeah,
That's
and it's
that's
called
really
the
exciting.
show's called Boots, and it's gonna be on Netflix. And he's been working on this. I mean, God, before we interviewed him, and that was a long time ago. So they finally got picked up. It got an air date, and that's going to be happening. And so Boots is what the show's called, and the LA Times wrote about it. So it was cool.
That's freaking awesome for him because again, we know how long and how hard he's been working on this. So it's and he's like one of the legit, genuine like he's been following me on Instagram for years and just been commenting and it's just authentically engaging on my stuff online and that doesn't make me happier for him. It's just really nice to see like a super authentic guy um
Yeah.
you know do well and succeed. So this happened to me yesterday. I was up in I went up to the for the date of Paso Robles because I'm a I love wine and I had different like gifts and wines and stuff that have been sent to me and I haven't put them away. So finally yesterday was like the day I'm like, all right, I'm gonna organize this wine fridge of mine and like put all this shit away so that I can put stuff so for us to have on the show. And anyway, so I'm putting all this stuff away and I find a bottle that I forgot I had. This bottle is I've had it for maybe 10, 11 years. I forgot I had it. And it's from this lovely little winery over in Lompoc, which is kind of on the way to Morro Bay. Lompoc is this little tiny town just off the PCH. You drive into this little pocket, and it's a little cute little town, and there's a few wineries within there. And so anyway, I'm like, you know what? The winemaker had like signed the bottle, and she's so sweet, so lovely. I'm like, I'm gonna go and have her wine. So I pour it, I take a picture. I'm like, oh, let me tag her. I haven't seen her in a minute. So I tag her, and I share the picture on my Instagram stories. And some of the wine smells great. I'm like, I can't wait to try this. And I'm like, oh, let me see what she's up to. And then I go and I start going through, and I'm like, oh man, she hasn't posted in a while. And then I look, and her daughter posts that her mom had passed away.
Oh my
And
God.
I know. And she passed away back in January.
Oh,
Some like very obscure gastrointestinal illness. And I was really kind of taken back, Megan, kind of blown away. And anyway, it's just been like this really odd overnight of reflecting on just life in general. And this happens from time to time, but it's been a really weird overnight for me. And this isn't about me. It just this is the experience that happened. Really sad for her. She was a grandmother, and she was younger than me, which is crazy. Yeah, so it's really like it's like a little bit of a mortality check going through that. But I really extra enjoyed that wine yesterday, and I was sitting there just like reflecting on the times I met her, and just how generous she was with my friends when I took them to go visit her at her winery. Anyway, and her winery was literally like a little what looked like an office building space kind of thing with like a few barrels in the back, and she's been making wine for 16 years, and it goes to show it's like she was super passionate about something in life. She did it, and gratefully she was able to do what her passion was, before leaving Earth, so to speak. So it was pretty wild. I'm sorry to take a dark turn in that sense, but it was like fucking surreal, Megs. I was sitting in my
it's
backyard, like tasting the wine, and I was like, "What the fuck?" So that
yeah.
bottle is being saved. I'm cleaning it out right now, and it's gonna go back here in my little saved bottle place in the bar back here. But anyway, I was like, this is the last time I'm gonna get to have her wine, and I'm gonna keep an eye out if I see because it's a really tiny little wine. It's called Turia, Turiya, and her name was Angela Solano. Anyway, it was pretty
Are they still
wild.
making wine there, or is it
I
done?
don't know because she just passed away in January, so
Yeah.
it's still pretty new. I mean, I'm assuming that they're gonna, bottle but I don't know if her kids or her daughter or anybody else really was a winemaker in her family.
Yeah.
Um, so I don't know. I don't know what that looks like, but her wine was great, and she made some really cool, unique. Like the wine I drank last night was Cabernet Franc, Sangiovese, and Merlot. It's like the most trippy blend, but that's one of the cool things you can do out here is not abide by any rules and make whatever the hell you want. And her wine
Yeah.
was delicious. So, kudos to just living your dream and following it. And anywho,
How do I?
fuck,
I'm not living my. Am I living my dream? What am I
I
doing?
don't know. You tell me. I don't know your dreams.
What am I
I
doing?
don't want to know your dreams. I'm kind of scared to know what happens in your head when you sleep, Megan.
I'm scared to
Um,
know what happens in
yeah.
my head when I
Do we
sleep.
have any relationship update? Anything,
Nope, there is no update. Um,
The update is that there is no update.
yeah, there is no update. We remain friends. I've kept the peace, which is weird, but
That's
there
odd.
is. I
That's a
know,
big step for you.
I know. I mean, we've hung out a couple times.
Oy
This,
vey.
but yeah, we played
Hung out,
Monopoly. I
hung out.
won.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Well, he listened to our fucking podcast, Eddie. Like he listened to every single episode
So,
that I've talked about him on.
uh-huh.
And
I
then
mean, you weren't lying.
I know, but we did talk about board games at one time, and he texted and said, I got Monopoly. And I was like, oh God, because you listened to my fucking podcast.
Yeah.
So,
Is
so we played
there
Monopoly and I won. It's
does
fine.
Monopoly have a bronze tooth as one of the characters that you
Oh
can
my
use? What?
God. Has a thimble. Has a
Ah,
thimble.
damn it. What's your favorite Monopoly piece that you always want to play with? Do you have one?
They're different now.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, the thimble I think I used to play with, but I
I
used
think the
the duck.
car or the iron, I think.
Oh yeah, I don't think that was in there.
Oh wow.
They changed things. And free parking doesn't mean like you get everything in the middle anymore. Did you ever
You know
play that
what?
way?
There should be a kill the bottle Monopoly game. And we have to
I
figure out
know.
what would our pieces be?
Wine cut glass,
Wine glass, Lily Rose.
shot glass.
There'd be a Lily Rose one.
There'd be a beer.
There'd be a beer. Yeah. There'd probably be a little mirror with a razor blade. Um, what, yeah, what else would be on our Monopoly board?
We'd
You
have
know,
all of our dogs.
all of our
all, the,
dogs, basically.
all species of our dogs.
Yeah. Those would all be on there. If we
Yeah.
had one, there'd probably be an Omar head because he's been on the fucking show so many times. It would just
Yep.
Omar's head, a big bald Dominican head.
Yeah. Yeah. Speaking of our podcast, I didn't mention when I went to Texas, I have met up with someone who's a fan
You
of,
did.
yeah, and his name was Justin, and I don't remember the night, but it was a fun time. I met a lot of people. So I would shout out to Justin for
That's fun.
bringing me out. He manages a bar in like downtown, so it was now I'm not going to remember anything. I still don't remember
Well,
everything.
that's okay.
But I
You
told him I'd
know,
give him a shout out for showing me some fun because that was kind
it
of a rough trip.
it wouldn't be Kill the Bottle podcast if we didn't forget so many of the things that
I
we've
know.
done.
I
You
know
know?
that I went to a karaoke bar and I tried to tip the karaoke person so I could sing because that's what you do. And I didn't sing, and I Venmoed her back. I said, "Can I have that 20 back, please?" I
Oh
tipped
my
you.
God.
I tipped you for nothing. You did nothing. You didn't even like.
I did absolutely nothing. You know, I gotta give a shout out to the amazing Armenian community here in LA. Armenian people remind me so much of like Cuban people in Miami because we just kind of get shit done. In other
Mhm.
words, like I had an issue with my car and my rim actually cracked on it. Had a crack in it and it was leaking air because it was on the interior of where the tire sits over the wheel. So the wheel actually had a little crack because they're like sport tires, so they're a little bit thinner rim. And anyway, you could hit a speed like it could happen to anybody, hit a bump, hit a pothole, whatever, and you damage the wheel. So fast forward, I go to find out from the dealership. I'm like, all right, how much is this to fix it? It's dangerous. You need to replace it. You need to fix it. Blah blah blah. And they quote me $1,100.
Ugh. God, I hate
Fast
them.
forward, the most Miami style Armenian lovely old man is like, no, I got you. And Buddy like fixed it, welded it to perfection. Then of course I look him up online and his reviews are like spectacular. And he's the most honest, beautiful old man. And he just like sat there and he's like, no, I want to do this because it's doing this. And $220 later versus
Oh my God.
$1,100. My
Oh
car
my
is
God.
tip top, not leaking any air from the tire. I drove all the way to Paso Robles on Saturday and back on the same day and tip top. So you know what? Give it up to the community out here. Sorry, in Miami,
Yeah.
that it would have been the same thing. In Miami, some old guy from Hialeah, this neighborhood in Miami, would have been like, "Hey, come here, I can," the same shit. So I love the Armenian community.
Well, it's
Rock
not
on,
just that.
fucking Glendale.
The Hispanic community where I work over in Panorama City is I had a flat tire and without like a second, like a guy got out of his car and helped me get the tire off, and then I followed him to a shop he knew right next door, and he stayed to make sure I got my tire fixed, and they
Wow.
also like charged me nothing. And it was because they were able just to pump it up and seal it. And they're like, nah, don't worry about it. And I was like, oh my God, like, thank
Yeah.
you.
It is
So
nice to feel like somebody's not robbing you.
yeah.
Like
Yeah,
the
they're trying to
dealership
screw
was
you.
trying to rob me.
I mean, that guy, I think, had a child at the school I work at, and I think he asked me out, but that's neither here nor there.
Yeah, when's the date? I mean, you took my next question. When's your first date? Or how was it? Did he see the Raiders jacket hanging in the back of your car? Eh,
Oh, that
did
thing
you
was
lure him
ugly.
with a oh that jacket was hideous. Guys, Megan's ex-boyfriend had the ugliest Raiders jacket ever.
Like shiny silver Raiders jacket. Like
I mean, it's
you could see him from space in it.
that jacket is perfect if you're a parking attendant at Dodger Stadium.
If
Not
you're an
if you're
astronaut, that
if yeah, if you're an astronaut, maybe. Yeah, that's true. We
what
could
was I
totally
thinking?
I'm well, that's a loaded question, Megan.
What
What
was
were
I
you?
thinking?
What were you thinking? So
Where
sorry,
is my Travis Kelce? Where is he?
going back. Let me circle back. Sorry. So when is it too soon to have these like decorations for the holidays? Because
Oh
I'm like,
yeah,
it's to me, it was still summer.
it is still summer.
Yeah. So,
I haven't even seen Halloween stuff, which is good.
oh,
I guess I don't really go in stores that often,
I
so
saw Halloween stuff in the summer, and now they
uh,
have the Halloween stuff overlapping the Christmas stuff
it's
at
like on
Costco.
clearance before Halloween.
I shit you not. It's baffling. I walk in and I'm like, wait, am I in the Twilight Zone? How is there already all of this gear out and for sale? It was baffling me.
It kind of depresses me. I'm not a huge holiday person, so when that stuff starts coming out, it makes me ugh. It reminds me of cold winters and depressing school years in Colorado. Like that's
Yeah.
all the holidays remind me of. It doesn't remind
So
me of joy.
what kind of latte are you having? I'm just curious. Is
Just
there
Nespresso, a double espresso. So Nespresso has the pods, and
Yeah, yeah,
it's a
yeah.
double espresso. And then I steam. I have a steamer, so I steam my milk, my oat
Okay.
milk.
How do you feel? Because we're getting into that season to PSL season. It's gotten so
Uh
big. It's
oh,
got its own
uh oh.
acronym. Um,
Penis serving lunch,
that's right.
uh,
It's
proper
pumpkin spice season, guys. Is
proper
what it's called.
sale launch.
That's right. Proper sale lunch. Are you a PSL? Do you subscribe to pumpkin spice? Do you hate it? Do you talk to me?
I like pumpkin things, and I know the sauce company I work for, Happy Kitchen, they have a pumpkin marinara that's
I've had it.
seasonal.
It's delicious. Yeah.
I like that, but like where it stems from Starbucks being, doing their pumpkin season lattes, I don't like it tastes so fake to me and so sugary that I don't like it.
So it's one of like the most I think brilliant marketing
Yeah.
tools ever or whatever
The
that
smell
hit.
is
It was
fantastic.
it's phenomenal. Yeah, like I like the candles and I don't want to I mean I guess I'm coming out of the pumpkin spice closet. I don't I don't hate it.
The
If
PSC.
Yeah, like for example, I'll give you an example. Like I will never order one at Starbucks. Just that's not my I don't subscribe to Starbucks. I just there's nothing wrong with Starbucks. It's just not my thing. I'll have a black coffee there. Usually I do like their blonde roast if I'm gonna say something complimentary to them. And I like some of their food options. But if I see like a mom and pop coffee shop or a coffee shop that I really like a Blue Bottle or Copa Vida here in Pasadena, and they've got their own signature holiday pumpkin spice something where they make it from scratch, I'm in.
Hmm.
I want to
Yeah.
try all of them, you
Yeah.
know? So
Yeah.
I
But
did a
yeah,
little
Starbucks
history.
tastes so syrupy. It's
It
just not my
Well, I
thing.
looked up a little bit of the history, and it says that medieval spice blends is what started pumpkin spice, and then the pumpkin pies from the 1700s. But 1930s was pretty pivotal. The McCormick Company, the spice company, released their first pumpkin pie spice that people could buy and make pumpkin pies with it. Which okay,
Hmm.
I get that. Like that's probably part of the smell, that we like. But guess how many uh, um, pumpkin spice lattes Starbucks has sold since it launched in 2003. So
I wouldn't
2003 is
even
when the
know
pumpkin
what
spice
number to
latte.
start with. I wouldn't even
Okay.
know a number to start with.
So over 600 million pumpkin spice lattes. And they did not start adding pumpkin puree to it until 2015. So for the first 12 years of that shit, it was probably like just some fucking chemical, whatever the hell, that was being thrown in there. And now the pumpkin spice, the U.S. market for it is over $500 million annually. Five
I
hundred
thought it was
million
going to be
dollars.
more than that.
Me too. Me too. But that's pretty impressive. Like
Yeah.
to think that some person in marketing said, "Oh, let's call this pumpkin spice latte. It's pumpkin season." Blah blah blah. Whatever the hell. I would have loved to have been fly on the wall in that meeting, and that evolved into this like global. It's a global phenomenon because you'll
I
see it
guarantee that
overseas too.
person did not get paid enough for that idea.
Oh, 150%. That person has a Toes OnlyFans now that makes more money than they
Yeah.
did while they were working, in the marketing department at Starbucks. But it was like, yeah, it was really, really, really weird. Okay, so let's say you're going back a second to because I want to pick your brain on this because you know more about Taylor Swift than I do. Not that you're a Taylor Swift expert, but you were more vested in this relationship and the NFL and what was going on with it. Um, what do you think if they each had a signature cocktail at the wedding? what would it be for Taylor and what would it be for Travis? Because I couldn't put my finger on it because I don't know them enough.
Right? Something red for her, I think. Because I think she has a music video where she's like tearing into someone's wedding cake and the inside's red, and then she has the album red and blah blah blah. I think something red with whipped cream on top would be her
Okay.
signature.
What
And
booze would be in
then
it? What spirit?
ah, she drinks clear stuff.
I know she went
So
viral for drinking Bacardi Superior, like Bacardi rum, and I forgot what, like lemonade or something. I don't remember what she drank, but it was a Bacardi cocktail. And I was like, get the fuck out of here. People are going apeshit because Taylor Swift drank rum. And you know me,
yeah.
I got my Rum Hub shirt on, hat on, so shirt, listen to me. Okay, okay,
Maybe yeah, white rum.
okay, okay.
Yeah.
And what
You
about
know more about
Travis?
cocktails. I have no beer.
I mean, Kansas City's got great beers,
Yeah,
so
it's probably a beer. He opened a restaurant. I think him and Patrick Mahomes opened a new steakhouse in Kansas City that's getting a lot of attention. I don't
I
know what it's
can't
called.
unhear every Patrick Mahomes impression because
Kermit the Frog.
he sounds like, hey, I'm Patrick Mahomes here, and I'm talking to Travis, and we're here hanging out, and
That
it's like
is
he's
unfortunate.
yeah his voice is so easy to imitate that my impression of him is not that bad. That's how much he sounds like Kermit the Frog. They're like, hey Kermit, I'm just hey Miss Pinky, you
Yeah.
know, it's just that's what he sounds
I
like.
wouldn't be able to take him seriously. I'm surprised his team. Like I'd be like,
You
shut up, Kermit.
you imagine him in the sack, like
Oh
the like
God.
trying to talk dirty to you, Megan.
Whoa, take your pants off.
All right.
What?
Um,
Their
I
restaurant's called 1587 Prime in Kansas City, and they partnered up with Noble 33. Um, and yeah, it just opened, so that'd be cool to go to. It's supposed to be nice.
Yeah, I'd give that a go. Why not? So I'm sorry to keep like harboring on this. Like, is it too soon? Halloween Horror Nights just started,
Yeah,
and it, it's 1,000 fucking degrees outside already. Still,
it is. It
at
is.
what point are we just gonna because of climate change? Can we just push holidays back? Can we just make can we make Halloween, I don't know, November 15th, and then we have Thanksgiving like right afterwards, and then
Yeah.
you know what I mean? Can we just push it back a little bit at a
So why
certain
can't we
point?
space it out a little bit throughout the year? That's what I think. Because like it's like school, football, Halloween, Thanksgiving, Christmas, and then blah. And that's when everyone gets depressed is after all that is done. And then there's nothing to look forward to. And I think we need to space them out. I think that would help
Yeah.
people's depression.
Yeah, no, and well, I mean, it does probably help their depression that they do dry January because you know
Yeah.
if they went through all of that and then started pounding drinks in January, that could be a problem.
Yeah.
But
But that's I guess I base my year on looking forward to stuff. Football and then the Oscars and St. Patrick's Day and then school out. Like that's how I base. What's next? What's next?
speaking of the Oscars, I saw the trailer. So I went to the movies yesterday to go see Sign of the Times, which is a Prince concert movie that came out in I believe like 87 or 89.
Of
I don't
course you
remember when it
did.
came out. Of course I did. It was only in the theaters for the weekend. So I went to go see it in IMAX. And anyway, during the trailers, they showed the trailer for Jeremy Allen White, the Bruce Springsteen
Yeah.
film.
Hmm.
And man, like I'm not that's like Bruce Springsteen is one of those artists that I don't get. I don't dislike him or anything, but I'm not sitting there like wanting to tour the world listening to Bruce Springsteen. There's a few songs I like, but watching the trailer for this film, I was really sucked into wanting to see the movie. I don't know
Yeah.
if it's because I like I like the actor and I think he's so talented, but the movie looks good.
Yeah.
Have
And
you seen the
I guess
trailer?
yeah, it makes me wonder like I had no interest in knowing the backstory of Bruce Springsteen either, but there was something about the way he was writing songs, or the way he recorded them that is something different and made him different. So that, yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing that. It should be
Yeah,
good.
it looks good. It looks good. I'm like, I'm in. I'm in.
I saw Weapons.
Oh, how was that? Without
It
giving
was
anything
really
away, because I haven't seen it yet.
it was really good. I liked it a
Yeah.
lot. It scared the shit out of me towards the end, but yeah,
Yeah,
intense.
I've had a few friends that told me that like that's a movie you want to go see in the theater.
Hmm.
You don't want to you don't want to wait until you watch it at home. This is something you want to see with audience reactions kind of thing.
Hmm.
Is
Yeah.
that do you feel that's true?
Yeah, it was scary. I liked it. I like scary movies.
Yeah,
That's all.
I can't think of the last time I watched a movie that was that like scared me. You know what
Scary.
I mean?
I will always have like the scariest movie person or villain that I've ever seen, I think is like Black Christmas. One of the Black Christmases where the villain or the bad guy is just like the most creepiest looking person, and it's stuck in my head. I was just never
Oh,
like
dude.
white hair, like face doesn't look right, oh God, it was rough.
Well, there's a certain point, like I'm in my mid 40s. I'm more afraid of a if they made a horror movie about the IRS like auditing you, I'd be more afraid of that. That would be scarier for me than I don't know, like Michael Myers or you know, I'm like,
Yeah.
at this point, the way the world is right now, if Michael Myers really existed and they killed him in the movie, or sorry, in real life, he's like the world's really fucked up. I think I'm just gonna stay dead. I'm not gonna come
Yeah.
back this time and chase these.
Nah,
I'm not gonna go after Jamie Lee Curtis again. I think
ever.
it's time. I think she's done. What was your character that you were most scared of as a kid? Because I had a few.
Um, I don't think I had one. You asked such random questions that I don't think I can answer quickly. What's yours?
Freddy Krueger. I was deathly
Yeah, I didn't
scared
watch it as a
of
kid.
Freddy Krueger.
I
I
didn't
didn't
see it
watch
until
him
I was an
either.
adult.
Oh, I didn't see them until I was an adult either because I was petrified of Nightmare on Elm Street, and my parents would like I was very lucky to grow up with a swimming pool, and if it was like getting close to dinner time and I was still in the swimming pool, my mom or my dad that would like they would traumatize me. I'd be like, "Oh no, be careful, Freddy might come and get you," and oh shit,
Oh
I would
God.
run out of the pool, dry off, go shower, and go eat dinner. That was because like
Yeah,
you think about it, Freddy can get you anywhere. You can't even sleep. He gets you in your dreams. He could
you're
be
right.
anything. He could be this cup. His like tongue could come out of this cup and like lick the side of your face when you're going to. He could be a piece of
Yeah,
toast. You know what I
you're
mean?
right. You're
Yeah.
right. And you can't escape those dreams. Like, so that is that's a
Fuck.
terrifying concept. It's a genius concept.
It's
Well,
genius.
the it clown just at the,
Oh,
where
Pennywise.
when he's in the sewers and is
Oh,
look that gives me the creeps
that does
still.
give me the creeps too. You know what? You're right. I remember that. That actually got me. That movie had a couple of so the movie It, the remake of it. Because I remember I saw the original with John Ritter, R.I.P.
Hmm.
John Ritter, when I was younger, and I was fascinated by the story, and I even actually bought the book, and I
Hmm.
started reading it, and of course, like any kid my age at that time, I read like the first 400 pages, and I was like, and then I never read it again. But yeah, that the book was scary too, and I never thought a book could scare me, and it did. And I don't remember what from the book scared me now because it was so many years ago. But has that ever happened to you? Like, you don't have to remember what book, but you've ever read something you're like, "Fuck, this is scary."
No, I read
Yeah, I
I
was
read
like,
50 Shades of Grey, and I said, God damn it, that's what I
oh,
want.
by the way, I gotta give it up to I know it's not his real name, but Chad Kroger, the comedian, who does Chad Goes Deep. Chad and JP, they go and they go to like city commission meetings and ask for ridiculous things to be done for the city commission. But if you follow, I think his Instagram is Chad Goes Deep, and one of the things he does, which fucking is geniusly funny, he will go to a gas station, put the windows down, and pull up right next to a guy pumping gas, and he'll be blasting 50 Shades of Grey audiobook full blast during the dirtiest sex scenes. And it is so funny because he always has the camera angled so you see the people that are pumping gas and they're looking at him really oddly, and he never looks at them. He always looks forward.
Yeah, that's genius.
It's genius.
I remember Gilbert Godfrey reading excerpts of it out loud. And that was, but that book
And
goes a
then
lot
she
darker
took
than you
off
think
his
it does.
pants. Huh? What happened?
Yes,
I,
the
I
book
get
goes a
that.
lot more detailed than you think. I was shocked that they made a movie, and I liked it because I was like, "There's no way this movie's going to be rated triple X. How is this going to be a mainstream movie?" And they did a pretty good job of it, but it's a lot sexier than even the movie shows.
So
So
I
it ruined my
I
marriage.
I had a moment where before Prince Silent at Times, one of the other trailers I saw, and the movie looks hysterical, is Spinal Tap 2. And I realized I've never seen Spinal Tap 1.
What?
I feel like I know the film already because I've seen so many scenes from it.
Yeah.
And now I'm just like, I need to see Spinal Tap
You should do that
before.
tonight.
I no no I, that's actually what I'm going to do tonight, because here's what happened, guys. If you're like me, they're coming out with a sequel. I'm like, I want to revisit the first one. All these streaming services, what they'll do is they'll pull it away from it being free and start charging it to rent.
Of course
So
they
right
will.
now, it's still available on Amazon Prime. So
Okay.
I want to watch it before all of a sudden they're charging like $4.99 to watch Spinal Tap.
It's
So
so good. It's so good. They just interviewed them in the LA Times as well. And even reading the interview, I'm laughing out loud at what they're saying. Like halfway through, like reading this article, one of the guys is like, "So is this started yet? Or is this interview started yet?" It's just like I can hear him saying it. It's so good. It's so good.
do you go to Halloween Horror Nights? Out of
I
curiosity?
haven't gone. I have a
I used to go in
Universal
Orlando.
Studios pass.
Yeah.
I didn't renew it this year. But you get a discount at Halloween Horror Nights when you have that, and I never went. And it's one of those things that I'll go to Universal by myself. I love it, but Horror Nights seems like I need someone like around to do
Yeah.
it. So we should do it this year, or I should find a boyfriend
We
because I
maybe
never have
both.
anybody wants to go. Yeah, maybe
Maybe
both.
both. Maybe both. We could arrange that. We could find you,
Yeah.
man, and then I'll go as like the chaperone
Oh
and just
yeah.
like keep you guys from getting too
Blind
touchy
date. Let's
touchy.
find me a blind date. Who wants to win a date with Megan to Halloween Horror Nights and
Hold on,
Eddie?
let me check the email. Nobody's written in so far.
They don't know our email. What's our email? At
uh,
kill the bottle podcast at Gmail.
at Gmail, yeah, kill the bottle podcast at Gmail. If
Just
you
write
wanna,
in if you want to enter in the contest to
well,
win
there,
a
but hold on,
date.
the contest is just the date with you, but I'm not paying for
Yeah.
their fucking Halloween
No.
Horror Nights
And
ticket.
they have to pay for my ticket as well.
They have to pay for your ticket. Got it.
Enter for your chance to win.
Enter for your chance to win. So I
I'm
haven't.
serious if someone wants to do that.
By the way, I've been getting stuck lately trying to find stuff to watch on TV because I've kind of just watched every show, and then I refuse to start Yellowstone from the beginning, even though I've only seen like
Me
the
too.
first few episodes. I give up. I'm
It's
like,
all my dad wants to talk about. It,
I don't want to take a dive into it. But there was a show I forgot came out, and now it's on season 2, and I started watching it, and it's super funny. It's called Platonic, with Seth Rogen and Rose Byrne, and they just
mhm.
play like two people who are platonic best friends from high school, and there's no like sexual tension between them. It's just a guy and a girl who were best friends, and then they reconnect in life, and she's married and he's not, but it's so freaking funny. It's
Hold
so
on. Is
good.
there a scene where there's like a wedding on a hill? They're at a wedding? Do you
Maybe.
know? Well, I think I'm in
I'm
that
only
show.
I've seen season 1 and then like the first episode or 2 of season 2. So
Okay.
I mean, she at a certain point she becomes an event planner. So there probably is a scene where
Yeah,
there's a wedding
I'm in that. I was a background actor for that because they were
on the
both there.
cliff, like
Yes,
out
on
in
the
a
cliff. Yes,
yeah, yeah,
and
yeah. So there is
I'm
a
sitting like
yes.
behind Seth Rogen too, so like I don't know if I haven't watched, so
I love him.
I
Yeah,
know.
Seth Rogen is one of my. He's a purely, when I see people that are like weed heads and get nothing done in life, I'm like, you're full of shit, because nobody, maybe Snoop Dogg smokes more, but also Snoop Dogg gets stuff done in life.
Yeah, they
You know
do
what I
so much
mean?
shit. Yeah, I
So
mean,
look at Harrison Ford. Harrison Ford's a stoner,
oh
allegedly,
my God,
allegedly.
I love him.
And they just get stuff done. So you know what? You're full of shit. If you don't get stuff done, it's because of you, not
Yeah,
because
of
of
drugs.
not because of. I mean, if depending on the drug, you might get more stuff done.
Yeah,
You
I
know,
mean,
let's be real here. I have a new restaurant that I visited, Megan, that we have to go to. And this was like, it's been a minute since I can't even remember, to be honest. Maybe actually the last restaurant that I went to in LA, and I go to it so often now, but that really left an impression on me for being so good, was Verse. And if you follow
mhm.
us online, you know that I go to Verse all the time. So I get invited to the friends and family dinner for this new restaurant that's opening up in Studio City. So it might be a place that you can go to on like after work for you, Megs. It
Mhm.
is in Sherman Oaks, and it's called Alto. And
Okay.
Alto, fire to table, is the like slogan for the restaurant. It's Argentinian and Uruguayan, and everything that gets to your table, minus dessert, everything that gets to your table has gone through the fire at some point. Whether it's the roasted peppers, it's like this big, beautiful open wood fire. I had the most delicious prawns, short rib. Like I tried a whole bunch of stuff, and oh my god, Megan, it was so good. And then fast forward, somebody's like, "Oh, you got to try the cocktails. The cocktails are great." And I'm so jaded at this point in my life because I've been, I've had drinks just about everywhere. And they bring over this cocktail, a couple of them. I'm at a table with some friends, and I take one sip, and I was like, "Get the fuck out of here! This
Mm-mm.
is so delicious." And then I tried the other one, and I'm like, I don't even like margaritas. This is a spectacular margarita. Then I was like, oh my god. So then fast forward, I'm like, why are the freaking drinks so good? I go on their website, and it ends up that the person who did the drinks there is from the best bar in Buenos Aires, Argentina, and they brought them over to the U.S. and they're in the 50 best bars in the world. And that's why I'm like, how did this random little restaurant in Sherman Oaks have these incredible cocktails? So, before Eater starts writing about them and blows
Yeah.
them up, this is gonna be one of the top spots in LA. I will put my reputation on the line for how good it was. Alto on Ventura Boulevard, right off of Coldwater Canyon. So really right in the heart of Sherman Oaks, adjacent to Studio City. Blown away, guys. If you're an LA local and want to check out something new, it was so good.
Yeah.
Fuck. Like I'm dying to go back.
Good. I want to
Yeah.
try it next time. Well, I'm waiting to talk about Farmhouse at Descanso Gardens because we might have the chef on, and I came to talk about it. But I went there, which is also cool because there's a Descanso. Is that how you say it? The gardens there.
Descanso, yeah. Descanso means resting.
The resting garden there
Yeah.
is right next to the restaurant, and you can go and walk around this huge open natured gardens, Japanese gardens, lakes, and all sorts of plants and flowers, and it's really really pretty. And so you could do that before and then go have dinner right there, which is really nice. So, but I'll
I,
wait to talk about that when he comes
I've
on.
wanted to get an annual pass to because I live so close to, I live close to that, and I live close to the Huntington Garden.
Hmm.
So one really beautiful thing about Pasadena, where I live, is these beautiful freaking gardens. Like it's freaking gorgeous. Like, and they're I say garden. These are they're like a park. They're like a huge park, but
Yeah,
they're
huge parks.
you need a membership or you pay a daily ticket. And like she said,
Yeah.
Japanese garden, and there's a beautiful restaurant in one. But most of them don't allow pups, so I can't bring my boys.
Yeah, well, if people were responsible dog owners, they would be able to, but you just can't. I mean, I can't even walk outside of my apartment without seeing dog piss on the hallway. It's just people are horrible. People are so horrible. It's not your fault. It's not your dog's fault. It's people's fault. They can't
Yeah, it's
handle it.
people are complete
I mean, you're not supposed to
dirtbags.
have dogs on the beach. I don't know if people know that who aren't from beach areas, but we're not allowed to have dogs on the beach technically. I mean, everyone does it, and I don't think the police have time to write a ticket. They don't have time to go get, the guy shooting up in the middle of Venice Beach either. So, but you can get fined if you have your dog on the beach, which is just insane. There's no dogs allowed.
That's crazy.
Yeah,
I didn't
I
even.
know.
I never take my dogs to the beach anyway, just because whatever.
Yeah,
Because
I
they
used to take
start to
Lily all the
smell.
time. She loves swimming, so she would go and chase birds, and I never got in trouble. I think I got told once that I'm not allowed to have a dog, but I was like, whatever.
I sent you a video. So I send occasionally. I think I've gotten to the point now where I can send Megan a Dotson video on Instagram, and I know she'll like it versus being like very depressed by seeing it.
Yeah,
And I sent you one of a Dotson farting, and I could not stop laughing. It was the
I didn't
Dotson
see
in the
it
little
yet.
bathtub. Oh
I
my!
saw
It's like
the.
it's a Dotson getting a bath, and he or she is up on its two little legs, and then the water's up to like shoulder length, and you just see little bubbles bloop, 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 come out of their butt,
Oh,
and they just have this look on their face.
that's
It's the
funny.
funny. It's so stupidly funny. Okay. So what did we learn today? We learned that that Raider jackets suck.
Yes,
We learned
that
that
we are happy with Travis and Taylor. We're supportive.
we're happy. We're supportive. We're happy with Travis and Taylor. We learned that Megan has been the bigger person, and she's hanging out. Yeah.
I'm
I
being
don't,
good. I don't know.
you're being good. Well, it's also you're being good because it's so close to where you live that you're like, fuck, man, I want to be able to walk
Yeah.
into this place.
Yeah, I mean, this
Let's.
guy's a bartender at one of the bars I like to go at, and already his manager had told me or mentioned that I'm not supposed to sit at the bar, and I'm like, what the fuck does that? Why? And I'm like, I'm not that person, so just don't do that. So
You know what we should do? Let's do a casting call for like super hunky men, kind of like The Rock, like big ass dudes. And then we just do a thing where you just keep walking back and forth with your arm around one of these dudes, like back and forth the front of the bar. But we do it over a span of like a 30-minute window. And
Yeah,
you're just crossing back and forth like a
back and
background
forth.
actor.
Because I mean, the people don't know, but this is like an open front bar. Like the bar is open. Like it's
Yeah.
not no windows. It's just open, and you can see right to the bar. And this guy has always been like, I always tell that he can see me. He always looks. He always looks for me. I can tell. He's like looking. So yeah, if I want to be a
Oh,
bitch, I could.
so lastly, Megan and I went to the Hollywood farmers market last week,
Mm-hmm.
and I just went to go down to see Chef Lovely from my show Countdown to Delicious. She had a little collab she did with a gelato shop, and anyway, I wanted to go down there and support, and so Megan kindly met up with me, and I recently at a dinner discovered Wiser Family Farms and their Bonnie melon. It's
Mm-hmm.
Bonnie, like I don't know. Bonnie could be the next Karen, like
Mm.
Bonny, and it's like a little cantaloupe looking guy.
Yeah.
And anyway, they had them. They were ready to eat. So I bought one for Megan, and then I brought two home with me because I know how special these melons are. So what were your thoughts when you tried the Bonnie melon?
When you mentioned that chef had told you about them, like there's just don't do anything to them, just eat
Yeah,
them, trust you.
Chef
Um,
Oscar, yeah, from
yes,
Verse.
he
Yeah.
told you tell them, you tell that
Yeah,
because
so I was recently at Verse, and this is how I learned about these melons, and I had like a little coursed out dinner, and the first course was slices of melon on a bowl in a bowl on like a crushed ice bowl, kind of like where you would get oysters served to you,
yeah,
and on the menu it said Bonnie melon, just melon, trust me.
that
And
prefaces
I
what
was
I'm
like,
gonna say.
and I will jump off I'll jump off the bungee bridge
Yeah,
with for Chef Oscar when he's talking about food because he's just I trust him so much. And we took a bite and I was like, oh
wow,
my God, it's like I've never tasted a melon before. And
yeah,
okay, so that was my experience. And I
yeah,
was so
and
excited to get one for you.
yeah, I was not expecting what I expected. So they are freaking amazing. And I was like, well, let's like do it like let's wrap it in prosciutto. And I tried that and it wasn't as good.
No, you don't do anything to
You
Bonnie
can,
melons.
so I've learned the lesson. You just slice it up and eat it. Like they
Yeah,
are so good. If anyone knows how to get them, get them.
and honestly, I mean, I can't speak to the ones I've had from it. I've never
What
had them
about
from
ice
anywhere
cream
else.
though? Do you think ice cream?
Well, Chef did say that he made like a sorbet, and the sorbet was okay. But the thing is, even the texture of the Bonnie melon, like I put them in the fridge.
Hmm.
So when I cut them open and I sliced them open, they had a cool,
They're
cold
very
texture.
watery and cold. Yeah.
Oh my gosh! So we dried the seeds. We're planting them, and hopefully we generate some Bonnie melons for next spring because I'm like, I will
You need to
not let
sell
those
them.
rot, girl.
Yeah.
They're expensive. I
Yeah.
had three melons and it was like $12 or $13 for three
Wow.
of these. Like you saw them. They're not that
Yeah.
big. I mean,
Yeah.
they're
Thank you, by the
plenty.
way.
Oh no, yeah, that's right, motherfucker. I didn't send you the bill. The
You didn't
bill.
bill me.
I didn't bill you the $4. But they're so worth it. And literally, it's like that was dessert.
Hmm.
That night. Last
Hmm.
weekend, my dessert was Bonnie melon for 2 nights
That's
in a
it.
row because I was
It's
like,
so good.
it is spectacular. Anyway, so guys, thank you. Please like, rate, review, subscribe. Getting ready for football season. By the time you hear this, you're probably going to be ready. You're going to be in front of the couch. You're going to be hating on the Raiders, hopefully,
Sorry,
hating on the
Raiders
Buffalo
fans.
Bills.
We lost half our audience.
And we lost half our audience. No,
And there
nothing
you
against the Raiders. Whatever. I don't care.
go.
Just Megan's shitty ex-boyfriend who
Yeah, it's everything against him, nothing against the
yeah,
Raiders.
everything is against him. Go Bo
Yep.
Jackson. I used to love Bo Jackson. All right. So guys, Kill a Bottle Podcast. See you next week. Check it out.